Hello, welcome back to Bald and Board Games, now with fresh clove. I'm Bald,
I'm bored.
and we are bringing you a rulebook
I
rundown
prefer fresh cinnamon.
of no, definitely no, a one letter better by CruiseMonkeyGames.
Yes, this is a very simple game.
We don't know that. We haven't played it yet.
In terms of components, it's made up of one deck of cards, and it's made up of 3 additional cards that are the rules. It's literally all that's in this box. We do have the fun things here, the little brew pocket trays that Clove's trying to eat. Get out of here.
You just smell it.
So we will be playing with these live on stream, but for this rulebook rundown, we'll just play stuff on the table.
She's looking for the remainder of her treat.
Yeah.
Okay, ready, Clove? Here we go.
So we'll start on the zoomed in view here.
Step 1. Shuffle the deck and deal 7 cards face down to each player.
Woohoo!
Oh, my. Would you like some help? So,
Nope, good shuffle.
No,
It's not, I know.
not at all. You gotta cut it in half to shuffle it.
1, 2, 3.
You're gonna
4,
give,
5, 6, 7.
give me 3 cards to shuffle.
Oh, you get 7. And I have 7.
All right. Place the deck on the table face down. Flip the top card over face up next to the deck. This is the discard pile.
Boom.
The player to the left of the dealer draw until you have 8 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Oh, fine. Lay down any cards that spell a legal word or words. Add points on cards, write words, and score on score sheet. Note, any card in a player... I'm not reading it weird. That's not
I'm like, he's Mitch McConnelling it through this.
No, it's supposed to... Note, any card in a player's hand may be played in any position when making new words. Rules on cards only apply to stealing, protection, and substitution plays. Okay, so you would spell words, so...
Okay, so I'm going to go first. I'm going to spell the word can.
Can you?
What do you mean, can I? Spell a word.
No.
Oh, that's stupid. That is 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
Bonus. Players score 5 points for every card over 3 in a single word. 4 card words. 4 card word, 5-point bonus. 5 card word, 10-point bonus. And so on.
Yeah, so 5 points per card on top of 3. Okay.
Yep. Bonus is cards, not letters. Oh, because IST, because this one has 3 letters on it. IST.
Oh, yeah, so you get 1 for the, or 5 for the card, not 5. Yeah. Okay.
Empty hand bonus. Any player who plays all of their cards in their hand in one turn by adding, stealing, or making a new word gets a 15-point bonus. Discarding does not count for bonus. Player draws to replace played cards. Start every turn with 8 cards. So if you play all your cards, you get 15 points. Discarding cards does not count as playing. You have to spell out a word, or I assume attached to words with all your cards. You get your bonus, and after that, you would draw back up to 8.
Yeah, so in theory, so for me playing can, we'll zoom to this angle here. This would be played in front of me, like on my player grid. Nick would also have his own player grid. But there is a way for him to add onto my words to steal points.
All right. Player may add cards to their own words. Okay, so you can add an S at the end of your own words.
Sure.
But they only score points for the added card and bonus. If any, not the entire word.
Because you already scored the points before. Okay.
Players may steal an opponent's word by adding 1 card to that word, making a new legal word.
Would you like to do that with the blue card?
Just mess you up. Your whole strategy here. Cane.
So this is my word of initial can. He has added cane.
I've added an
it's-
E to make it
Yes. And this says must be substituted for a single card from the discard pile in any word or used to steal a word normally. So he stole a word. Stole a word normally by just adding it on to complete a new word.
Players may steal an opponent's word by adding 1 card to the word, making a new legal word. Players may also steal with a word, so star plus fish equals starfish. I could play a full fish after star is what it's saying there. Fish can steal star, or star can steal fish. You play in front as well. Okay.
Yeah. Beginning or end, it says on the card too here. Nice.
Nice. The word used to steal must be a standalone word. And the new word cannot be hyphenated like twofold, which is TWO hyphen fold.
Yep. Makes sense. Just 2 words.
Subtract points for the stolen word from the original player. 3 steals per word max.
Okay. So I would lose 7 points here.
Yep. Drawing from the discard pile.
Oh, do you gain the word points? So you subtract
I only
points?
gain points for the card that was added, not the entire word. It says.
No, that's for me playing.
Player may add cards.
To their own words.
Oh, to their own words. Okay.
So
Players may steal the opponent's word by adding blah, blah, blah. Players may also steal the word, steal, stand, subtract points. Doesn't say there. So we might get to it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Drawing from the discard pile. Players may draw up to 4 cards from the discard pile to replace played cards. If more than 1 card is picked up, the last card picked up must be played immediately to steal, add, or make a new word, extending the player's turn. Played cards must then be replaced from the deck, and the player's turn ends. What? Okay, so drawing from the discard pile. Players may draw up to 4 cards from the discard pile to replace played cards. Okay, so for their hand. If more than 1 card is picked up, the last card picked up must be played immediately to steal, add, or make a new word, extending the player's turn.
So to add to your own word, steal an opponent's word, or make a brand new word on your side. Okay.
Yeah, so the last card has to be used immediately. Interesting. So, like, you'd play your turn, then you'd be drawing from the discard pile to replenish, and you'd play another word right away, is what it's saying? It says immediately.
No, but you may, so on your turn, you may draw from the discard pile.
Yeah, but it says at the end of the turn you draw up to 8 cards.
Discarding does not count for bonus. Players draw to replace played cards.
Players draw to replace played cards. Start every turn with 8 cards.
The exceptions, which we haven't gotten to yet.
So here it says players may draw up to 4 cards from the discard pile to replace played cards. If more than 1 card is picked... Oh, so maybe this is during your turn.
Yeah, you take 4 cards up to 4 cards out of your hand, discard them.
No. I think I think literally like so. Like right now, I just played E.
Yeah.
I think on my turn I could literally pull another card for the 1. But it's saying if more than 1's picked up. So if I played,
Others.
whatever, another card, we're gonna make up a word. Canist.
Sure.
And if there's 2 cards here, if I decide to pick up both of them, the last one I picked up, I'd have to use to make a new card. It's gonna go really bad because there's a lot of words.
Yeah.
I'm just something I'll put out that I can't, but I will. Okay. Cool. It's a steal, new word, blah, blah, blah. So still on your turn. Okay. If a player can't spell, steal, or add to a word, they must discard 1, 2, 4 cards and draw to replace them. Then the player's turn ends. Black cards play normal and can be added to the beginning or end to steal words. Scrabble dictionary only.
Oh, there's a QR code that gets you to the dictionary.
So no Urban Dictionary. Challenging a word. Card back.
Yep.
Challenging a word. Players may challenge an opponent's word. The word is checked by another player, and if it's legal, the player who played it gets double points.
Ooh, okay.
That's Scrabble rules.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. If the word is not
spelling,
if the rule is not legal, the challenging player gets all the points and bonuses, including empty hand for the word.
Okay.
So you'd get those 15 for emptying your hand.
Yeah.
The losing player puts the cards back in their hand, and their turn is over. Red cards can be played anywhere in the word to steal or add, but have negative points.
Yep. So we had Kane here, the Nick stole. I play Canes, and it's a -1, so it's only worth 6, but he would lose the original 7, or no, I already lost 7. So, oh, that's interesting. How does that work?
You lose
so,
points. So it's penalizing.
But like, no, I had gained 7 initially. You stole it, and then I lost the 7.
So you would steal. So you probably.
I would steal it back, but then I get all the. Interesting. I'm assuming when you steal this here, you get all those points. I lose the 7 because it's no longer my word.
Must.
But you gain. So you gain 7. Now I place this down. You lose your 7, but I only gain 6.
Yeah, because it's penalizing you like the E0 because it's easy to put on the end. The S is even easier, so that makes sense. Green cards are no longer useful in America, unfortunately. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. Green cards protect words from stealing but don't allow adding. Protected words are scored, then placed face down as they are out of play. That's cool. Okay. So if you have a green card in your word, it can't be stolen.
It's a safe card.
Mm-hmm. Blue cards. What are you looking for? Can I spell a word?
Yep.
Blue cards.
Yeah, here we go. So green would be...
Even a green card. Run. Yep. And that is worth runes. There you go. So you just killed your points by doing that.
No, I didn't, because if I play runes, yes, there's a -1, so these wipe out. 2, 5, and 5 more is 12, -1 is 11, because that's 5 words. Because anything after 3 is that bonus.
Oh, because you get the 10, so you get 10 here total.
So 10 for the bonus, +1 across everything else, so 11 points, and that word can't be stolen.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, if I played this, that would be done with 2
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. Blue cards may be substituted for any card to steal, or for a card may be substituted for any card to steal, or for a card in the discard pile.
Which is interesting. Must be substituted for a single card from this card pile in a word or used to steal. So if you don't use it to steal, you can literally just... So perfect example would be...
So you can move it? Is that what it's
No, so if it's in my hand... So I think the example would be...
Okay, so it can be the same. It says replace cards, go back to the player who had the word to start with. Number of letters must match, may be played normally to spell or steal a word. Ranch is not a word.
Well, that's a word. That's ranch. That's a word.
Yeah, if you're trying to replace a CH with an E.
No, I was going to make reach, but that would require, like, movement of a word. I don't think you can do that. So, like, I don't think I can replace the N and then move letters around.
No.
It's an easy word here. Oh, here we go. Nope. Can't replace in the middle of a word either. Do we have a T over there? Do you have a T to make this actually a word?
No.
Oh, look, wow.
No.
That was epic. There we go. So rant is the word. Rant is a legal word. Now you replace that with that, you have rant.
And the A goes back to the original person who played it.
Yes, there we go.
Cool.
The one scenario I didn't think of to prep. That was awesome. I randomly grabbed it.
Snagged it. 15. Wild cards can be played for any single letter. So purple wild 2 cards
Yep.
Can be played for
2 letters.
2 consecutive letters. Wild cards can't be used to steal.
So now we can go into that scenario of, where's the A? So if we had ranch as our word, we can play the wild 2 to replace both of these and make reach.
No, it doesn't say to replace.
It says substitute.
Oh, on there it doesn't say that.
No, it can be substitute for any 2 consecutive letters.
Okay.
So
Here it just said played for 2, which meant like just putting it down and it counts as 2.
Oh no, I think it counts as 2, but it substitutes for 2 consecutive. So we take these 2 letters out. This now is reach, and you'd have to verbalize out loud exactly what the word stands
Wild
for.
cards can't be used to steal. So if that
This
was
is my
so
word.
if I put down ranch, you could not put that down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can be substituted for any 2 consecutive letters to make a word that cannot be used to steal. Okay. These 2 cards must be played at the beginning of your turn. STL1, steal a card from any opponent's hand. DRW2, draw 2 cards from the deck.
So there's going to be cards in there
Yep.
somewhere.
So those are 2 other cards. Steal 1, draw 2. Draw cards from the deck. Player may have more than 8 cards for a turn, for 1 turn,
Mm-hmm.
using the draw 2. All right, 2-player game. First player to 100 points wins the round. Loser must subtract the points of cards still in their hand. Game is 3 rounds. Highest total score wins the game.
Solid. Simple enough.
3 and 4-player games play until there are no more cards to draw from and no player can spell or steal a word. Once the deck is empty, players may not discard but may still spell or steal words. When no player can spell, steal, or add to a word, each player adds up all the points on the score sheet and subtracts the points in their hand. Highest score wins the round. Game is 3 rounds. Highest total score wins the game. And lastly, friends and family rules. No. Players do not lose points when words are stolen.
Yeah, I hear.
Younger players should get the 5-point bonus for extra cards, but adults get fewer points to even out the game. Solo play, see how many points you can score using the whole deck. Subtract the cards in your hand and discard pile.
I would somehow get negative points.
Yeah.
Playing by myself.
It's just all S's. Note on keeping score, it is easier to keep a running total of your score as you play. Stolen word points can be subtracted. There are less of a chance of making a mistake. Interesting. It never says that the person who steals the word gets the points.
But it has to, because then why would you
may
ever steal a... So if you steal my word, it makes sense because I lose my points. But why would I ever steal that word back? Because you never gain points from the word.
Well, I think you would steal the word because when you add to the end of the word, you get the...
Only that letter.
Yeah, but the 5 points per bonus, wouldn't you? For your own word.
Does it say like on the initial spelling or any time the word is over 3 letters? Bonus number 4.
Players score 5 points for every card over 3 in a single word.
Okay, so any word.
4 cards, so 5 points, so on. Bonus cards.
Okay.
Bonus is cards.
No, yeah, because the IST or whatever.
Empty hand bonus.
Okay, so in that case...
they only score points for the added card and bonus, if any, not the entire word. So a player may add cards to their own words, but they only score points for the added card and bonus, if any, not the entire word.
So if you stole my word, so back to the 7-point example. So we had a word for 7 points. You stole it. I lose my 7, so 0 points across that word for me. You gain nothing other than the fact that I lost points. I steal it back, and because you would have gained 5 points. So we have that example back here.
Yeah, but wouldn't you also gain 5 points when you play a card on my word?
Yes. So I think so. If we go back to the example here on the table. So we started with can. I play this. I got 7 points.
I put the E down. I would get 5
Nick
points.
Plays the E down. I lose my 7, so I'm at 0 for this word. You gain 5 because of the 4th letter. But then I played S down. You lose your 5 because I stole the word. I gain 4 because 5 minus the 1 for S.
So the words diminish in value the more you steal them.
Yes.
Which is what's happening. So
if I was able to play...
So the point in stealing is to, well, one, you want to play at the end to get the 5 points, but then the ultimate point in stealing is just take points away from somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we were to play an Urban Dictionary word here, if Nick played this, with a normal U, and then I played this, he would lose all the points. I would gain 8, 5 plus the 3, and now this is my word. It cannot be stolen again.
Correct.
Plus you can't add it. Oh, I guess because you could change letters. So that's interesting. So you're not just adding on the end of a word, like I was prepping in my head. You can literally in the middle, because you can literally make this...
Because like the blue
cent. You can make it cent.
Yeah.
And throw that in the middle anywhere else. So black has to be at the beginning or end. Blue can go in the middle. So can the wilds. Can be substituted for any letter and 2 consecutive letters. So these 3 cards here are super powerful. So black and green can only be added or used to steal and locks the word. Red, included up here, can be added anywhere in a word. So it looks like black cards are the only ones actually, because yellow or green here says can be added, but it doesn't say where.
So it didn't specify here either.
But this one does, beginning or end.
Yeah.
So black has to be creating a word beginning to end. And you can add on to the end with more black cards.
Yeah.
But all of the other color cards can go anywhere
The irony.
in between, yeah.
Yep.
So
this one's specifically beginning or end or substitution in the middle.
Yes. But then these anywhere can be added to a word, so anywhere.
Cool.
Okay. So a little complicated for the rulebook rundown. It'll be much clearer when we actually play this out as we're scoring and everything.
Yeah, I mean it's again, so this is something that they're still, working on, pushing and pulling and stuff too. So the slight choppiness of the official rules is, twofold. One, they're fitting a rule book on 3 cards front and back.
Which I kind of like though for the.
Yeah, no, it makes sense for
yeah.
compact. And then 2, it takes a couple of read throughs and hearing other people read it to like, oh, okay, that was a little clunky. Let's adjust and find out where those stumbling points are. So, but just takes a second to really think about and work through and put the cards out and let it play. So it's not as complicated as Galactic Cruise. But yeah, I think this is the QR code for the Scrabble dictionary right there.
Page 6.
So,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah, but we appreciate Ed for providing this copy.
And Cruise Monkey.
And Ed and CruiseMonkeyGames.
Yep.
We will again be playing this on one of the Saturdays here in June. So if you're around, feel free to hang with us live on Twitch as we do that. If not, it will be up on YouTube like usual.
Yep. And tune into our Instagram, Bald and Board Games, to find out when and what we're going to be playing each month. Like I said, June is going to be primarily animals, but we'll take a break from our animal theme to knock this one out on the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us here at Bald and Board Games for our rulebook rundown of One Letter Better by CruiseMonkeyGames. I'm Bald.
I'm Board.
We'll see you in the dictionary.